You'll hear from me more often. I'm
Thank
a
you.
regular listener, and as I said, Ralston, I wasn't anyway. I majored in history, but Ralston, you're teaching me so much. Bless you guys. Okay,
One love. Thanks for the call.
Thank you.
one love. Bye
Yeah, man.
bye.
One
Bye,
eight seven
sweetie.
six 804 7072. That's the number to call if you want to talk to us on Portland Spice TV with Ralston Iman. Caller coming to you. Ralston, Jamaica right now, we are not producing. What was our export last year, Ralston? How much did we export?
1.65 billion.
Oh, yeah,
$1.65 billion worth of export we did last
Down
year.
by
Hey, don't bother with
13.4%
it today,
compared
no.
to the previous year.
And we
Don't
import
bother
how
with it
much?
today, no. Watch it. I jump up
7.52
again.
billion, up
Lord
by
have mercy.
3.2% when compared to the
Father,
previous
take your
year.
case. Watch him
So
now.
we are a consumption economy.
Yeah,
People who not go
correct.
with, welcome to the live stream. It's a brother
Consuming
Bolo VNR
much
in this
more
Yep.
place once again.
The
than
trade
we are
deficit was
exporting.
We just copy
the
this
trade
link
deficit
here.
was 5.87 billion. That is why the producers wanted 143 billion to pay bills last week, and the BOJ
Whoa!
injected only 60
Father
million.
God,
But the
what is
dollar
going on with
appreciated, which is a defiance
this
of the
bird
laws
here?
of
Wagwan
economics,
Vice
partially, and
Nation.
economics demand
Pick
and
up yourself,
supply.
my general.
Again, so all of those
Madness.
agencies losing credibility. Yeah.
Alright, so I am live on Bolo VNR Clips.
Colin, I
Live on
heard
Bolo
the Prime
VNR
Minister said that
2.0
he's going
on
to
YouTube,
give
and I'm
$1
live
billion
on
to the film industry. A
TikTok,
long
Bolo
time them say
VNR
that,
and TikTok.
Kevin.
Yeah,
And
man.
Welcome, ladies
how
and
much they have
gentlemen.
given so far? They have not given
I
all
don't
of it.
celebrate
And from 9
holidays, but
o'clock, they had that
it
come
is a
out.
holiday,
Let's go to the
Yeah, man,
phone
50
line.
and you know a
times,
labor right.
50 times that
You
announced.
money
Yeah.
right.
Yeah, man.
Really
Caller,
labor
good
right.
evening.
Evening, Colin.
Yes,
Cause
sir.
I labor day.
Good evening.
Colin,
Yes.
You have labor rights, so you have labor wrong.
things and because the narrative is not right on their side right
I
now.
want to make my mother laugh.
You know, we listen
No,
to
sir.
Ralston every evening.
You know the Prime
You know
Minister
what?
out today with the leader of the
The man
opposition.
them think
I act like same
man
respect
they
him. You know them
use
really?
story and
Yeah, man.
get there.
Yes, my people. Hey, people them
No,
on
when
YouTube.
you
When
think
they can't
about
say, when they can't show me, I don't know. Make sure I come back more base phone today, you know.
misrepresent.
So they can't show me, I show. So they
Nickeisha
tell everybody some live here.
Raleigh,
Yeah, man, we
can
need
get
at least
another
500
producer.
people over here, so right now.
No, we
No
can't
one
take
could
it. But
joke.
if they continue with the
Share with
denial
everybody.
about the recession
Nigel
and don't do something about the
Braille
recession,
say,
which is to start
blessed
spend the money
evening
that
to
them get
you all
expeditiously
from the
in terms of
Netherlands,
infrastructure,
Netherlands
energy,
Antilles
yeah,
versus
food
Jamaica.
security, and
Pick
create
up
more
yourself.
demand. Then
Yeah,
we're
man,
going
me
to end
know,
up there
man.
because I'm saying to you, one of the reason
Yeah,
that the
man, me
banks
know.
are
Then me not just
repossessing
call him, man,
vehicles
but you,
is
you know,
because
I
people are
say it
not
was
paying
sometime,
back
you
their
know.
loans.
Well, I will
And
support
it is
each other, you know,
difficult
but
for
we are
them
going
to
to
get those
intertwine by the
vehicles
time
resold
because the
because
time is
people
the
don't have
time.
money.
And
So
there's
if more
only
and more
certain
people
amount of
continue
time in the
to be in
day.
a position
You
where they can't
understand? And if
service
you
them
know
loans,
anything
we're
about
going to end
YouTube
up
or you
back
know
there.
anything about
That is why it is
timing on
important
YouTube,
that them start spend the money and pull the country out of the recession.
probably
So
4
we're
p.m.
saying to
between
Wayne
4
anyway,
p.m. and
rather
10
than
p.m.
deny that we are in
is
a
the
recession
prime
like
time
an
where the
ostrich,
audience actually
give the
watches
government some
videos.
firm
You get me?
plans
So
as to how to get
we
out. That
all
is why
have to
we
share
created
the
the
time.
Planning Institute. That is why
Okay,
Norman
my
Manley
people, it
created the
is what it
Planning
is.
Institute in the
Well done, know some support my
1950s.
brother, them
Not
and my
for you
sister,
to
them
become
from
a
the app.
PR for the government.
Tina Times, big up yourself, my
Raleigh,
sister. Me see her
can this
burn
be
them up
worse? Is it possible that this could come
what you
out
call it?
worse
You
than
see
what
her burn them
happened
up
between
on Facebook, you
2007
know.
and
Boy, you deal
2011?
with them rugged, how them attack this
Yes,
shit,
if they
Nickeisha
continue to
Burchell.
be in
Love
denial.
how you deal with them.
Because
Them out
this
of
is
that.
the entire
You know,
global economy that is in
I have a lot of
turmoil
videos to come
at this
out.
particular
I
point in
fell
time.
asleep
People in
after
the
I did
US
my
and
live
those
this
people are
morning. I was
preparing for
very
a
tired
recession
because I didn't
already.
sleep last
People
night.
in Europe and those
Extreme
places are
beauty you doing,
preparing
my
for a
baby.
recession already.
Guys, tell me
Jamaica
where
is
you're
in
watching
denial and
from.
those
And
economies
please
are
share this video with
growing
5
stronger than the
people.
Jamaican economy.
5 people.
Yeah,
Share the
but
video
they're
with 5
still
people. Here.
focusing on
And
trying
please
to make sure that
hit the
them don't
like
get
button.
into
No, man.
recession.
Trust me.
Before I go to the
Trust
caller,
me. She
here's a
had
comment in the
Nina,
chat room that I
Tina
want you
Times,
to
she
tell me
had
if
done
it's
them
correct,
on
Raleigh.
Facebook. About
Normally,
3 different posts. Me
economies
see I'm
move
saying, oh my
faster
God.
right
It's
after
over
a
with.
disaster due to
It's over
recovery
with.
spending.
As a
But
matter of fact,
Jamaica is
I
not
might have to
spending
show some
either.
for me YouTube right now.
Economy would
So the
normally
people
grow
them from
faster
Bolo
coming out of a
VNR
disaster, Raleigh.
2.0, you
Stop
guys,
if you're
and Bolo
pumping
VNR
money. That is
clips.
why normally when there's a
This week, me
disaster, a
can't really show
pandemic,
videos
governments
on
pumping money
TikTok
on
because them are go,
infrastructure
them are
because
go,
infrastructure has the highest multiplier
them
effect.
are go restrict
And
me.
that's why
So,
I'm telling you them
yeah.
don't.
Let's get
Because
into it, ladies and
Melissa
gentlemen. This
created
is all about
1.4 trillion in infrastructural damage. So right
Nickeisha
away, them
Burchell
had a
and Mawd them.
blueprint as to what to start spend
The
on the
PMP
houses,
at
the
work.
bridges, the roads, and those
You
things.
understand them
And they
very
never spent.
active.
So the,
And
whoever
we
put in
thank
that in
God
the
for
thing, they are correct.
Nickeisha Burchell.
Correct, spot on.
Hold on there. This one I play. Then when I hear it. Oh, that's what the person when I said to me a while ago, oh, I'm so sorry, guys. But I didn't hear it. It wasn't coming through my speaker. What is going on? What is going on? Somebody say, oh, the speaker never connect. Oh, sorry, my people. That must have been very confusing. Thank you so much, Ronika Hamilton. Thank you so much. I didn't realize. Bless you, bless you, bless you, bless you, bless you. All right. So, let me tell you, let me show you why Nickeisha, Burchell and Mawd, them, ladies and gentlemen. This is why.
Today, together, we made history. Hello, my people. Hello, my people of South St. James. From the bottom of my heart, I want to say thank you. Yesterday, together, we made history. Against tremendous odds, against all the targeting and all the resources of the government, we stood strong. And we flipped this seat. We reclaimed South St. James for the people through the People's National Party. Now, this victory is not mine alone. It belongs to you, the men and women who walked with me, prayed with me, voted for me, and believed with me. You lifted me up, and because of you, I now stand as our first female MP for South St. James. Yeah, I know the JLP still holds the government, but let's make no mistake. The momentum is with the people. The energy is with the PNP. We have moved from just 14 seats to now 29. And we are going in Parliament with a vibrant, young, determined team that will keep the government on its toes and represent you with courage. This is not just their victory. It is yours. It is a celebration for the people that we have turned the tide. Today is also my birthday. And I can tell you, this is the greatest gift I could ever receive. I had hoped to be out in the communities today to say thank you in person, but the rain has held us back. Still, I want you to know that I have seen every message, every prayer, every birthday greeting, and I am overwhelmed by your love and by your support. So stay tuned. The thank you tour is coming. This is only the beginning. I give you my word. I will fight every single day in Parliament, out of Parliament, for South St. James. I will be your voice, your defender, your champion. We have crossed the threshold together, and now we're on our way to a better life. Believe with Burchell. Believe in South. Believe in yourself. Thank you, and may God bless you all. Hello, my
That is the reason why them vex, ladies and gentlemen. Nickeisha Burchell is the first female to get that seat. You know how hard it is in St. James. You see how the Jamaica Labour Party locked down St. James. And when we say lockdown, I talk about some spiritual thing too. You understand? And where God's judgment is concerned, you guys are going to see, according to the prophetic word, St. James is marked for a high level of judgment coming soon. Alright? And the only way is for people to repent. I don't know when that window is going to close, where repentance is concerned, because God is the one that deals with all of that. But the word has been out for quite some time. So keep the people of St. James and Jamaica in your prayers, ladies and gentlemen. Pray for yourself too. But yeah, this one really hurt them, you know. This one really hurt them. And the person that she ran against, because I don't watch the labor rights them, I want to share something with you, you know. Yeah, man, let me find back the clip, man. I don't put out the video yet, but let me find back the clip. Let me find back the clip.
Only 3 B's. I hear. I never lady that running up and down all over the place. And it's only 3 B's I hear them talking about in respect to the lady. 1 B is that she named Burchell. And that is the good B. But the other 2 B's, and I see them advertise it on their own platform, is round the back and the one round the front. And all of that is a false B. So you have the real deal in Homer Davis. So let me tell you that. Just stick to Homer Davis and you'll have a better constituency. And so I am here as your member of parliament. I am here to tell you that this is not a beauty contest. Because if I'm looking at beauty contest, I think I have one of the most beautiful women. And this is my wife. Right? I have one of the most beautiful women. And everything is natural. 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 And let us understand that.
I heard the nonsense from all the men there in the Jamaica Labour Party trying to put down Nickeisha Burchell, talking about our body is fake. You heard the body shaming. There was
against tremendous odds against all the targeting.
Yeah, she talk about targeting. She was targeted. So, you know, the hypocrisy of Juliet Cuthbert to come out against Nickeisha Burchell is highly, and then talking about women.
Hello, my people of South.
Talking about women as if she has ever been on the side of defending the women. You understand? She has been on the wrong side of things, ladies and gentlemen. Alright, so we don't want to hear anything from Juliet Cuthbert about, she has no credibility moving forward talking about women. She has no credibility. She has been totally exposed, and I'm glad she came out so she could be exposed. Alright, but let's get to more of what happened with the PMP today, ladies and gentlemen. We have Miss Heather Bennett Miller. Well, Mrs. Heather Bennett Miller, because obviously she has two last names. She has to be married, innit? Tommy, how you doing? Blessings to you, my sister. Guys, on TikTok, I think we can get to 50,000 likes in the next hour. You know? More on my side, like and share, and just go on with yourself, you know, and see if you can help me with the live goal too. On YouTube, there's a live goal. Let's get into this, ladies and gentlemen. Let's get into this.
As you can see, we just spoke to the representative from NWA, or parish manager, and there are plans to get this done starting today, and it will go into the rest of the Labor Day weekend. And we're hoping that it doesn't rain. So we're working closely with the NWA to make sure this is done and reduce the risk of flooding. As you can see, we just spoke to the representative from NWA.
So, this is one of the MPs from Hanover. And trust me, these ladies are working very hard. They don't get the publicity. And of course, you know, the people in Hanover, they know that they have a tall task. These two ladies, herself and Miss Perkis. So keep them in your prayers, ladies and gentlemen. Ask God to strengthen them in the journey of the very tall task that they have with the damages that was levied onto Hanover by Hurricane Melissa. And a new hurricane season is coming up. When I tell you them have a tall task and them not getting any help from the government, really and truly, when they look at funding, right? So the people are suffering, and yeah, man, I tell you, it's rough. But let's go to the next clip, ladies and gentlemen. Let's go to the next clip. Show you what is actually going on. See, Tina Times, I'm telling you, Tina Times. Tina Times apologize to who? For what? Did Warmington ever apologize to Lisa Hanna? Who remember when Warmington did violate Lisa Hanna? Let me tell you, say Tina Times on Facebook now, I'll joke with them. See there, YouTube. See there? Follow Tina Times on Facebook. She said, Holness need to apologize to the Jamaican people for constantly underspending while people are suffering. Where is the lie? Where is the lie? Let me go pass some more Tina time post. Hold on there. Because I follow her a long time. You know. Smaddy in the comment section say Rhoda is missing. Hold on there. Somebody from Colin Bell show say Rhoda Crawford did go on Nationwide and called out the Speaker of the House. So how comes nobody never sent up to Rhoda Crawford? How comes nobody never sent up to Rhoda Crawford when she did call out the Speaker of the House? Where was Juliet Cuthbert? Where was she? Because me hot for she, you know. Because she tell lie the Queen of the South, you know. And that's our next thing to why they meet Nickeisha Burchell. They must be saying to themselves, the audacity of her calling herself a queen. Then why not? Selective hypocrisy. Thank you very much. Why not call herself a queen? What should she do as a woman or as a person? As a person, what you should do? Nerida, what's up, baby? Should you put yourself down? Not saying that you should be a lover of yourself, but at the same time, you should be confident. Right? You shouldn't put yourself down. You should speak well of yourself. Don't it? I believe. So what is wrong with her being confident in who she is? Body shaming the lady about BBLs and all type of thing. I don't know no other woman. I don't know she have no BBL. And Nickeisha Burchell did not go personal in her statement. As a matter of fact, let me read the statement that Nickeisha Burchell made that they're misquoting. It's right there on your screen, ladies and gentlemen. Right? I just think the Speaker, she likes to be in control. And that kind of control that you can get away with in a marriage, right? If you want to control your husband. She never said that Juliet Holness is controlling her husband. She said she thinks she's somebody that likes to be in control. When you look at the Speaker of the House, ladies and gentlemen, doesn't she come off as somebody that likes to be in control? Then what is the hullabaloo about? Why this selective outrage towards Nickeisha Burchell and what she said? Tell me where she lied. That's what I'm waiting on, you know. Somebody explain to me where Nickeisha Burchell lied in her statement. That is how the Speaker of the House operate. So I just want them to stop with the selective outrage and leave the lady alone. Now, this video is getting viral on YouTube. Jay Bryan, mighty God, Mr. Kunumuno. And you see, I'm not even going to go there now. I just thought this was hilarious. I just thought this was hilarious. Anyway, see Warmington here with him nasty self, showing middle finger, him disrespect all media personnel on telephone, all type of thing. So I don't know where were these people? They were defending Warmington. They were quiet. They were quiet. Retired SSP McGregor says police must rethink tactics amid growing public distrust. This is a responsible statement. This is a responsible statement from a former police. Yes, man. This is a responsible statement from a former police. Very responsible. They have to rethink their tactics amid growing public distrust. The public does, and Philip Pattison big up, Fly Sharp big up, and Bolo VNR clips. I don't want to feel like say me a disrespect you know. Me soon you hear? Wally pa love. Wally pa love. Me need one next time, you know. Me need to see what go on in my comment section. Yeah man, me need to see what go on in my comment section because when I'm using this version I can't really see it. Hold on then, let me try something over here. Because I have to interact with the public, you know, while I'm live, you know. Yeah man. Yes, guys, gonna like up the live and share the live with 5 people. Yeah, man, full up the room, full up the virtual room. Please and thanks. Appreciate it in advance. Let me see what I want. Let me see who in the comment section. Let me see who's in the comment section. Man. How much likes we have so far? We have 67 people. We're supposed to have 67 likes. Now. Work with me, guys. Work with me. Labor the activity. Hold on. What is? We have Pamela. Mighty God, Pamela, what's up, my baby? Yes, your teddy bear is here. Scotty Wagwan. Carla Brown. Carla Brown said Blackboard. Dean says, I remember. Maisie Miller, I am watching from Connecticut, but I can't hear what's going on because of your voice overpowering everything. Hold on. My voice? That must have been when both audios was playing. So let me see. How you going now, guys? Macy Miller, talk to me. How is it now? Are you hearing the audio that I'm playing? Because I'm sure I put myself on mute while I'm playing the audio. Curious, what's up, Curious? Alright, so there we have it. I can now see the chat. And if anybody sends me anything on the Cash App, let me know so I can shout you out and verify that it's there. Because that phone is freed up now. So I can actually do that. I can actually check and see what's actually happening. Alright? Alright, wonderful. Alright, here we go. So big up Mr. McGregor. For that commentary. Let me see what else Mr. Tina Times are going with here. So. Apologize for spit facts. She'll tag Juliet Holness. Juliet Holness are the truth. What are they?
That is funny, honey. That's funny. Oh my God, that is funny.
Tina Times, you're mad me. People will make sure so don't go follow Tina Times on Facebook. No, hold on. A real part of this now. She tagged Juliet Holness and said, apologize for spit facts. Juliet Holness are the truth. Yeah, is a damn bully hiding behind standing orders.
I'm dead. All of them. It don't matter if you Diddy or whoever you is. TG Jakes, any of them. All lies will be exposed. That's all. And anyone who takes that the wrong way, know why they take it the wrong way. The truth is the light.
The truth is the light, ladies and gentlemen. The truth shall set us free. You hear? The resistance. Father Effers cannot touch you. Them and nobody. Mighty God. One Nikki be in a parliament. Hey, Mr. She had done them. Alright. Tina Times too sweet, yeah, man. She not easy at all. Make we move on, ladies and gentlemen. Whoa. Alright, let me see what I go on there, so. Yes. Go to your bed, little chicken. What is wrong with you? Alright, so here are some scenes. Nickeisha Burchell on Labor Day. Well dressed for the occasion, you know. Of our bandana on. You understand? And you can see it on our Facebook, ladies and gentlemen. We have Ardina dead with laugh. But Cuthbert is not what? Me can't read that part there. Me now see it. We'll go on like and share, ladies and gentlemen. So you see her in our booth. You know what's funny? When Action Ann was running up and down on social media and getting traction, everybody was up in arms on the JLP and supporting Action Ann. Trevor, what's up? Right? And now we have a more intelligent, a far more intelligent woman. And if you want to look at beauty, hey, that's up to your opinion. But I have my own opinions, which I will not say. But let's focus on the intelligence. And let's focus on actually being a voice in the parliament as a representative of the people. She has done more. Nickeisha Burchell has done more for the people that she represents than Action Ann. And still has maintained a strong social media presence. She has been an advocate for the people. She has been an advocate for the culture. Right? So, I was very disappointed in Deon Jackson Miller saying that Nickeisha Burchell should apologize. Apologize for what? For what? Her valid opinion of the Speaker of the House? And then she had the audacity to say that She must have caught foot in mouth disease. That I found very distasteful. And I think she should apologize to Nickeisha Burchell. How about that? Yes, man. The foot in mouth disease coming. I think she should apologize, huh? Oh, I think she should apologize, ladies and gentlemen. Right? Lady Andrea, how are you doing? Good evening. We have Peter Cousins in the building. Nickeisha keep them talking. Jackie Miller said, you're loud and clear, Bolo. Hearing you from Orlando. Hey, you guys over there in the United States. I want you guys to check out the membership, you know. And if you support the platform, I endorse that you become a member of the platform, alright? Yes, man, get your badge. And get the body emoji them and all the perks. So Nickeisha is deep in the countryside, as you can see, right? In her constituency with the people. You understand, on Labor Day. And you look like some rain all fall up there, man. But she in the trenches. She in the trenches, ladies and gentlemen. So this was her response on the media after all the talk about her from the Dion Jackson Millers and the Ocean Whites. You get me? Yeah, she just come out and do the work. I love it. Tina Gardner say, same thing I was saying. Not true? Yeah, man. I mean, when you look for action, and I mean, what has she contributed in the parliament? What she do? More than look ignorant when she come in a parliament. Right? And that has to do with her performance. We don't care if she's a woman or not. What has she contributed, really? That's the point. But anyway, ladies and gentlemen, this is the counselor for Mark Golding. And let me tell you something. What I've found out, you see this lady? Mark Golding is not the type of person that he's very smart and he's very selective about who he, puts there to represent him. And this lady is doing a great job in the constituency. Them say behind every good man, there's a good woman. You understand what I deal with? And in your personal life, that is true. And sometimes also in the work life as well. You know what I mean? Women are great supporters. You understand? They are great foundations and bedrock. When they're doing the right thing, they can be the opposite as well, Because if they're not doing the right thing, trust me, a kingdom can crumble in a second. But we're going to move on. This lady right here is definitely doing the right thing. And this is some Labor Day activity. Alright, so see Marky G here, so now, ladies and gentlemen. On the ground. And of course, say Andrew that in the background. I look like, I don't know, I think this is the National Stadium. I think this is the National Stadium that they're doing some renovation to. Yes, so Mark Bowen was very busy today, ladies and gentlemen. Very busy. Here on Labor Day, yes? No joke about it. Here is Miss Heather Miller Bennett again.
Today is Labor Day, and we are out in the communities doing projects. Many persons right across the constituency are out doing their projects, and I want to commend them. This morning we started out early. We were at Esher Community Center. Then we moved on to Cave Valley Community Center. We're now at Logwood. And then we will go over where we had to break away, where we did some work and some other work in the community, like spreading of marlin.
Oh yes, Sabina Park. Thank you so much, Terian. You're absolutely right. I forgot that Babsy Grange had said that they're going to do some work at Sabina Park. So the entire, body was coming together to get that done. Yes, you're right. Sabina Park it is, ladies and gentlemen.
Areas right across the constituency. And then we will head over to a parish project over in Mount Peace. So I invite you to join one of these projects. Do something in your community. We are over in Lucy. There's also Big Well. And we are also in Horton Courts over in Kingsvale, where we will be building a home for a family that lost their home during Hurricane Melissa. So please join us as we continue coming together as a community to build stronger communities. So today, Labor Day, remember, we're one people, one purpose, and in all things, Jamaica wins. Today is Labor Day, and we are out in the communities doing projects.
Salute to Miss. Salute to Miss Bennett, ladies and gentlemen. All right. Now, this has nothing to do with Jamaica, but how many of you knew that in China they publicly execute convicted child rapists? They have a zero tolerance policy. Mighty God. How many of you knew this? How many of you knew this? No, my only concern would be if those persons were absolutely guilty, right? Because once you take a life, the life is gone, ladies and gentlemen. There's no coming back. So my only concern would be if the individuals that are prosecuted are actually guilty of said crime. Watson Don, how you doing? That would be my only thing. But outside of that, this country is very serious about protecting their children. Very, very serious. Yeah, man. Public execution, man. If you make anybody else know, say, Bridget, we not tolerate this, you know. You cannot violate the kids. Somebody say we want that in a Jamaica. Andrea, how you doing, Andrea? Big up yourself, Andrea. Blessings to you always. Yeah, man, you know, go on like and share up the life for me. Share up the life. Share with 5 new people. Let's go. Zane. Now, Mr. Swaby in the building. Let me see what Mr. Swaby has said.
Labor Day, May 25th, to talk about what we are doing for Labor Day. I'm encouraging everyone to watch it. And hi, this is Mayor Andrew Swaby. I'm here at CVM today, Labor Day, May 25th, to talk about what we are doing for Labor Day. I'm encouraging everyone to watch it. And after you finish watching it, go out in your community and do something for Labor Day. Hi, this is Mayor Andrew Swaby. I'm here at CVM. After you finish watching it, go out in your community and do something for Labor Day. Hi, this is Mayor Andrew Swaby. I'm here at CVM. Hi, this is Mayor Andrew Swaby.
I'm gonna see if I can find that interview, yeah? More highlight that Virginia. Who remember that Virginia, Jamar Allen? Jamar Allen, ladies and gentlemen, you know, he put out a video and he said that Mr. You know, I'm gonna find the video. Yeah, I'll find the video. Hold on. I'm gonna find the video. I have to make sure so when they get context. I'm gonna find the video. For those who don't know, to show you a journey at that Virginia. You see me I deal with because right now me fully endorsing YouTube channel. Yeah, man. I got endorsing YouTube channel right now. Because I respect him. You understand? I respect him for changing life and move away from certain things. You see me I deal with? Yeah, man. I respect him a lot. I hope say God continue to bless him and bless him family. You see? I hope him giving life to the Lord as well. You understand? And be a testimony. If he has not already, you get me? I don't really know much about him, more than the video and so. But I'm going to show you still what I talk about. Yeah, man. Show you what I'm going. Soon reach it still because I'm not far from them video. It's a video with the all viral too, you know. I'm big up one of we soon to be MPs. The former police general there. Yeah. And him tell a story where me even didn't know. And him never did remember him name neither. That was so funny. To show you how the man deal with politics. So that's why it make it even more authentic. And you could also say him genuinely never remember him name. You feel me I say? Yeah, man, so see me can't find it. I think I'd shared it. Oh wow. Oh wow. Oh wow. You see man carrot them big. What? I'm gonna link him, you know. We'll start get something off of him farm. Support the thing. Link him on Facebook. Jamar Allen. I wonder if I'm a bridge in a family. I want bridge in the name Allen, you know. Yeah, man. I'm a bridge in the name Allen. For those who know me long time, I don't know exactly who me attack. For no dep on the live. Hold it down, hold it down. Hold it. Hold it. Cause I know the monitoring spirits then there. Hold it down my side. Oh gosh, me not find it, bro. I read so far I cannot for me turn back. Too late to turn back now. I believe I found it. Oh, so long you make the post. Thank God. I'm still gonna have another one there. Look like him keep all party. Cook out and thing. I now find it, you know. What I have to go do is split screen. I go split screen in the interest of time. I'm gonna split screen and try look feet. Alright. While me play the other video. Alright, so check this out, ladies and gentlemen.
People finally reach now. Whoa, yeah. I tell you, say I'm tired. Don't trouble that, don't trouble it.
Daddy, do water. Daddy, water. Water. Water?
Okay.
Aquarium. I see a cup.
Stop here.
As you can see on the screen, Jamar the Farmer. That's his name on YouTube. Zine, so that's Jamar D.I. space D.I. Farmer. May I endorse him, want to go check him out. Zine, and subscribe to my YouTube channel, Zine. Please and thanks. Alright, my people. Yeah. And for the persons on TikTok, if you have not yet subscribed to my YouTube channel, I want to encourage you to do the same. The link is in my bio. And for those who has not signed the petition, all you have to do is go to Marvin Liquefire on TikTok. And the link is in his bio for the petition. Alright. I'm going to look at the interview we had with Colin Bell. And you guys gonna hear what he said in regards to, you know, why he actually, you know, made the petition. You know, and what's the objective, what he's really trying to do. You understand? So we are gonna go to that. But may I go through them something first and some other thing. You see? Yeah. Definitely have to go to that. And then we have to check some commentary from Conroy. Mr. Conrad O'Brien. Yeah man, he said some things where definitely have to highlight. Daisy drop a bombshell in terms of one question we have to highlight as well. Daisy McKenzie, you know, in regards to the commentary from Juliet Cuthbert. Yes, so you know, I gotta check that out. Alright, let me see what happens. Here we go. So we have the man himself, Mr. Mario Mitchell. You know, he's a man where him just doing work in Jamaica, man, I tell you. Put in the work.
William Seal Police Station. They're doing some touching up on the inside. They're refurbishing the wall, rendering the wall. And this is where we're going to do most of the work today. We'll put you in a ramp. Right here, so for the entrance of the police station. So William Seal Police getting a touch up also labor. Walk on. next door to the police station and the square of William Seal. Oh, why are you there? William Seal Police.
Man, them have to put in some work at police station, man. My goodness.
So we're in a Russell Place, God, Russell Place. Gave them some cement. From early this morning, them patched this road, touch out the roads them. So now the people are two things. They patch the road. Now they're cutting this area up here, so near the McIntosh School. So patch the road and they cutting this area. Small team of people, but you know you got it. Labor Day 2026.
Big up Mr. Mitchell, you know. If you don't watch the press conference, them, you know, say, I'm one of the main speaker them and most of the event them, for the People's National Party throughout the campaign. All over the island, you see it? So
this is Hope Village. The people them painted the posts, painted the wall, come around to the gentleman them there, watching the road. First stop on Labor Day early this morning, my own community Hope Village. So gave them some cement for that and some paint. Paint the benches and the Walnut Park. The gentleman them do the road. Ladies are do the painting. So this is Hope Village. The people them
and them a work. Why? I feel them can't mash up in us, so them have to do what they can do. I understand people in the community. I will still have to justice for Lataya Bolgin, you know. Not no change. Not no change in Jamaica. Because, you know, enough people don't understand. I'm forever going to preach this. From it can't happen to she, can't happen to anyone away. You feel what I deal with? We see what go on. We see what happened. We saw what happened, guys. So, no narrative by no media. No narrative by no, what him name? Mark Shields. No narrative. Can't come tell me about what we see. We see what we see. It is there, right there in our face. You can't come tell me say it is raining when the sun has shine. Or you have to come tell me that after we don't hear that. We don't hear that. I think of that same girl there. No, not she. That is she. But she said, my grandmother always used to say, if you don't have anything good to say, keep your mouth shut. I saw a comment on that post saying that Lataya Bolgin got what she deserved because she's a lesbian and a scammer. What? People actually say that? To the person who dug up Lataya Bolgin's past and dashed it out on social media. You're a coward. Her past is her past. And to the person who is creating fake pictures of Lataya Bolgin, we see you and we know exactly what you're trying to do. Wow. If you can do that to a dead person who cannot defend themselves, what would you do to the living? It is wicked and it is desperate. Let me talk to most of you who are commenting about her lifestyle. If night turned into day, we would see the absolute worst of some of you. The hypocrisy is loud. Some of you pointing fingers are mothers who are literally washing bloody clothes from your own son at night and spending dirty, scamming money during the day. They have a saying for they have a saying for a reason. If you live in a glass house, don't throw stones. Remember, never say never until something happens to you. You may think you're very careful, very responsible, very smart, very religious, very mature, very private, and always in control. But life can surprise you and show you that things are not always as easy as they look from the outside. No one deserves to be shot down in the streets, dragged by their feet, and thrown into the back of a truck like trash. Latoya was a human being, a daughter, a child of God. Since when did hearsay gossip, Photoshop, or a person's lifestyle become a death sentence carried out by the state without a single pulse check or ambulance? Mighty God, that post are serious. That post are serious. People in cold for true, Pamela. To those who are so quick to cast stones and judge the dead, remember what the words say. Don't judge, or you will be judged. For in the same way you judge others, you will be judged, and with the measure you use, it will be measured to you. Matthew 7:1-2. The scripture warns us about danger of pointing fingers while ignoring the lawlessness in front of us. He that is without sin among you, let him first cast a stone at her. John 8:7. Before you judge her, look at your own hands and your own household. Stop the malice, stop fabrication, stop coldness. Demand justice for human life. 100% agree with her. Listen, even if the lady was what they said she was, I don't care. I don't care. Joanne Sinclair, how you doing, my darling? Good night, Bolo. Andrew, take Jamaica people for idiot. A fool. We're tired of Andrew. He must go away. We get work. We can't get work. We can't buy food in the supermarket. And the market, the road, them need to fix all over. Mighty God. Talk truth, man. Now listen to this, my people. Listen to this. Because we never did get to listen to this now with Marvin Edgar. Alright, listen to this.
So meet Mark Shields. Mark Shields came to Jamaica in 2003 as an expert police officer, and was given the title of Deputy Commissioner of Police in charge of crime and stuff in Jamaica. And we welcomed Scotland Yard at the time. Now, Mark Shields has been in retirement for a number of years. And I want to ask Mark Shields, what made you come out to pretty much give a comment on the fatal shooting of Latoya Bulgin, aka Bujo? What pulled you out of the corners you were possibly in? I don't know who's pulling you out of retirement to have you now be commenting on this. You are in no position whatsoever, Mark Shields. With all due respect, you are in no... I don't have any problems with you, I have a problem with the fact that most of you who have served the Jamaican people or is serving the Jamaican people, you are very selective. Very selective. If Buju's murder was not caught on closed circuit cameras, where we saw for ourselves the wheel of the vehicle turned away from the police and just a fatal shot, and how she was dragged like a piece of dead meat from her vehicle and thrown into the bed of an open police pickup on tires, hard floor. I understand.
And I remember when Horace Chang made statements about putting them in the other pickup, behind the pickup. So this is a yeah, man, around the clock jam. You can call me. You can call me at 1876 451 6535 on WhatsApp. Text me first so I can call you back. I know how your number come up. Text me first so I can call you back when the audio you finish here.
That she even fell out of the van. Her corpse fell out of the van down by the police station before it could have even reached hospital. Yeah? This is not different from the 311 Jamaican men who were slaughtered by the police officers of 2025. As a matter of fact, Mark Shields, let me remind you of a case that was also caught on cameras, or maybe not the JCF cameras, but because it was his house camera. Yeah? The young man from Cherry Tree Lane in 2025, where 24 police officers, 24, were on the scene. He came down, as was captured on the closed circuit camera. He came down, opened the door to 24 police officers. Yeah, we were seen with his hands. We saw where his hands were up in the air. Yeah, they moved him out of the way and they went inside the house. They tried to damage cameras that they saw, and they didn't know that the feed of the camera was being stored on his relative's device, and that is why we got a hold of that video. Where were you, Mark Shields, when you heard that that same young man was brought back into the house and three bullets were placed in him? Where were you? Huh? What about Teacup up by Cheesefield in Linstead? Teacup, where more than 30 police officers came to the house. They went upstairs, knocked on his door, he came out, answered the door, they brought him to the back of a room upstairs, and they came with a report that he was feeling for a gun underneath a barrel, and they put 3 gunshots into him. Where were you, Mark Shields? I'm asking you, and I'm honestly asking, where were you? It would be nice if you could respond to this video to the Jamaican people to tell us, where were you, former Deputy Commissioner of Police? And you're telling us to await the findings of the probe into the Granville fatal shooting? Huh? I see some little nasty, dirty Jamaicans sharing pictures, previous pictures with the young lady, or she have gun in the US and she stuff. The entire country needs to have a firearm. The entire country. Licensed firearm. Why should Mark Shields go home with a gun to defend him and his family? Why should Andrew Holness go home with a gun to defend him and his family? Why should every politician go home with a gun to defend him and his family? Why? Why? At what point will we realize, yeah, that it is time for Jamaicans to have the same rights as politicians and high-class people like you, Mark Shields? Why should we await? Why is it we are the ones who are always waiting for probe, waiting for increase in salary, waiting for people to actually treat us like human beings? Why? Wamek, Mark Shields, where were you when the 4-year-old in a Granville was murdered by the hands of security force? Where were you? Where were you when the 17-year-old, who is a cousin of the deceased Bojo, the same young lady, the 17-year-old who was murdered on Mother's Day? Where were you? Where were you when the 2 brothers up by Steerfield in St. Ann, yeah, one who held his baby, the baby was pulled from his arms, given to a policewoman who brought the child down the hill, put at another house on the floor to sit down, and she brought diapers and feeding to put beside the baby, while her colleagues pushed the 2 brothers back into the house and murdered them. The same police them, then they on internet with Badman song a play in them in a background. Where were you? Because let me tell you this in a Mark Shields. Let me Marvin Edgar tell you this. You think Scotland Yard was effective? You were never effective. None of them were effective. None of them were effective. Because the so-called bureaucracy and hypocrisy that you people had in displaying justice in Jamaica, me, Marvin Edgar, I'm about to fix that shit. So all of you who have international connections where we don't have outside people who are benefiting from the murders of my brothers and sisters, that shit stops today. That shit stops today. Watch how many, every single police officer, you Mark Shields will be saying, every single police officer who has murdered the Jamaican citizens needs to be freaking arrested now and be charged for murder and be hung. And that we want. Come pretty it up. I do not support criminals. And if she was a criminal, arrest her the right way and bring her to the courts and let the courts be the judge. We now have police officers being the friggin' judge and executioner. Where were you, Mark Shields, to have asked the Jamaican government to come to the front of the friggin' line? Yeah? Why didn't you, with your international connections, Mark Shields, why did you not write to the United Council? Why did you not write to them and tell them that Jamaica Prime Minister and the Minister of National Security and the Commissioner of Police down at Jamaica and murder people them? Why didn't you come out and speak when Andrew Holness said they should meet their judge or their maker? Where were you when the friggin' Commissioner, the Minister of National Security came out just recently to say that body cameras are not supposed to be worn when confronting criminals? Where were you? We paid you millions, on top of millions of dollars. Mark Shields, you benefited from the backs of poor Jamaican people. Hard-earned taxpaying money. Where were you? Why is it everybody is now talking about Buju? What about the other 140 murders from the start of this year? What about the 311 last year? Where were you? Where were you? All of a sudden, everybody, you care about the Jamaican people? Oh my God, this death reached you because what? It's a female that died? We feel Buju death. We feel it. And it was friggin' wrong. And we want justice for Buju. But we also want justice for the over 2,000 Jamaicans that go missing per year. We want justice for all the women who are being chopped and shot and stabbed by their lovers in Jamaica, where domestic violence, Jamaica is now rated second in the world for violent crimes against women. Where were you? Where were you?
Wait, what? Second in the world for violence crimes against women? Gentlemen,
embarrassing.
He needs some milk.
We all as men in Jamaica should feel very embarrassed by that statistics. If you're a man and you don't feel embarrassed by that statistics, violence against women, we are second in the world. Oh my God, bro. I never knew that. Domestic violence against women? Really? Really? That is something to be absolutely ashamed of. We have to go learn conflict resolution, brother. Real thing. Have to go learn conflict. This is crazy. There needs to be a program that somehow, get nip this stuff in the butt from very early in terms of how we interact with women. Because it has to be a cultural thing. Something is intrinsically wrong. Where we are sick at this little island here, so second in the world. Domestic violence against women. Come on, bro. That is embarrassing, brother. I feel shame. I feel shame. You understand? And look for me on my size. I'm the type of person, like, I try to move, very carefully, because it's easy for persons to see my size and perceive fear, especially women. I've battled with it all my life growing up. Them automatic, and it's not even my fault, it's the culture. So when a woman look at a man in Jamaica, the first thing they will look at is if the man can overpower them physically enough to do them any harm. So them kind of have this defensive mechanism where they look for you and profile your size, them way them. I don't know if it happened to anybody else, but it has happened to me. Yeah, man, Jody, me I tell you, this is embarrassing, man. Mark Shields go back to Scotland Yard. No, him not gonna wait. Remember, say he married this lady, Sylvia, how you doing? Mighty God. Let's continue.
Where were you? Where were you when you hear say how much trillions of dollars is stolen by the government? Where were you when Andrew Holness placed a gag order? A gag order on the country and the parliament that we cannot know who the 12 criminals are? Where were you to speak up? To say this is wrong? Why didn't you write to the Privy Council on our behalf, saying that we have made you enjoy life in Jamaica and live posh life? Huh? Where were you? Where were you? I'm going to say this to all of you who are coming and pretending like you care about us. Go back into your holes. Crawl back up in our hole them when I come from. Marvin got this. Me and my team, we got this. We got this shit. And I mean no disrespect. I'm simply telling you as though I believe you need to
Emotional damage.
Have a great day, Mark Shields. Have a friggin' right to the Privy Council on our behalf, saying that we have made you enjoy life in Jamaica and live posh life. Huh? Where were you? Where were you? I'm going to say this to all of you who are coming and pretending like you care about us. Go back into your holes. Crawl back up in our hole them when I come from. Marvin got this. Me and my team, we got this. We got this shit. And I mean no disrespect. I'm simply telling you as though I believe you need to hear it. Have a great day. Have a great day, Mark Shields. Have a friggin' great day. You and all of the dirty hypocrites who finally wants human rights. Who finally wants human rights. We will defend our thing. We're going to block the roads, we're going to shut down the banks, and we're ready. We're friggin' ready. It's time for Jamaican to wake up. We're ready. So meet Mark Shields.
Hey, Marvin, big up yourself anyway, them general. That me a top. But yeah, man, crawl back up in the hole where you come from, man. Every time him run out from what I can try to defend the police them. Brother, you can't defend nothing. People see the, thank God for the video. Because they would have say a shootout. They would have said the woman a try to run over them. They would have tell all type of lie in the report. You understand what I deal with? If we never, and when you're looking at the report, there's, I mean, based off how me see me, I wonder what them writing at the report they say. You feel what I deal with? Real thing. So big up Marvin here, man. Now, of course, Mr. Newell, ladies and gentlemen, in St. Mary, one of the bright stars them of the new MPs out of the new 14 where we're forward in a parliament that is doing an excellent job. You understand? Man a work, you know, man. Feel me I deal with? Man a work. Labor Day vibes. I'm not sure what them are the writers are still, but some type of construction are going. Cutting down and trimming of trees. Clearing the path. Let me see what them are now. No ordinary upon this. Okay, them are paint. What this look? Which part in I sent me this? Which part in I sent me this? Forgot to say Islington he come from, you know, so. Or Islington here and here Islington also, but team fully out, you know. Whole heap of work for do at St. Mary still, you know. But given Mr. Newell's expertise, I cannot wait for the People's National Party to get into power. Because I'm telling you, you guys are going to see some transformational things happening in those constituencies that these MPs, like Mr. Omar Newell is in. I'm telling you, even Mr. Christopher Brown from St. Mary as well. You know, it's gonna be powerful, ladies and gentlemen. Trust me, it's gonna be powerful. All right, here's Nickeisha Burchell again, the Queen of the South.
I said I am lion.
Should I know say some type of music, you know? Can't play that on YouTube. You got Nickeisha Burchell plant some trees. Hey, one thing with a real country girl, you know? Ain't fully active, you know? Ain't fully active. Remember me tell you. Getting dirty. You understand? And where she come from still, you can just know, say, boy, I just that type. You get me? I know like a show thing. That type of hard working countryside. You get me, I deal with? Big up Nickeisha Burchell. Lion. Lioness. No look a joke. Then can't stop your mama. Go and do your thing, yeah, man. The word is love, and we support you. We support you 100%. Support you 100-fold. On to them. On to them. Oh my God, look for my people. Me love you know. You see it? People them like and share up the life, man. Man, God bless you, yeah, man. I am very encouraged to see the chat room filling up. I'm going to go and share up the live. Because when I reach now, you know. Let me get to this video. Let me find this video and share it, yeah. Yeah, man, go and like up the live, my people. God bless you, know. God bless you, know. God bless you, know. God bless you, know. Seen? Yes. Let me find this thing. Somebody just send me a message and send me to share it. Let me see what them I say. What is this?
Good afternoon, good evening, or good night. Wondering why the tone of my voice is kinda sounding, or should I say, sounding happy. The Strathmore Gardens Road is under construction. Let me go again. The Strathmore Garden Road is under construction. First of all, I thank the Most High God because we really needed this improvement. The other day it started Saturday. Saturday they bring in something, they put in fill it in the potholes and they pressed it down. Now today they're scraping. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, or good night. Wondering why the tone of my voice is kinda sounding, or should I say, sounding happy. The Strathmore Gardens Road is under construction. Let me go again. The Strathmore Garden Road is under construction. First of all, I thank the Most High God because we really needed this improvement. The other day it started Saturday. Saturday they bring in something, they fill it in the potholes and they
Why
pressed
waste
it
another
down.
summer not
Now
loving your
today
body?
they're scraping the road. Oh my God, let's thank God for that. I hope it goes as planned. I hope the forecast out there will ease a little. I hope the rain will ease a little so that the construction of the road can, go simultaneously. I am so happy for this, for my community, for my neighbors, for everybody living in Strathmore Gardens. I am so happy. Bye bye.
So somebody sent me that while I was live, ladies and gentlemen. That is a happy citizen right there. Let me just show you the road. Because they sent me a picture of the work that is being done, yeah? So let me show you guys the road. So as you can see on the screen there. And this is for persons watching on YouTube. If you're on TikTok, you don't know if you come over to me YouTube already. No. The link is in the bio. As I say, I can't show certain things. So not a customer, a supporter just sent me these two pictures for sure what go on in the area. Apparently the road is so bad you can't hear the giant of the person's voice. Why Jamaica is terribly, man? And look at the work we're being done. No disrespect, but the way of the person is overjoyed. You know that thing say boy asphalt upon the road already, but just the work starting is a relief. That's how bad the road was, Bridget. Mighty God, anybody from Strathmore Garden in our chat? See it up on the screen? And you hear the giant of the person voice a while ago. See it? Yo, me not laugh off of them, you know. It has to be so bad. It has to be so bad that this is being celebrated. Because I would think it would be more. No, some people up on TikTok will come and, yo, who not deal with? They come and talk about beer exotic things. Bolo, I like the platform this evening. I told you last night, I think you should come on live and show the clips. And I think it's working. Big up yourself, Andrea. I took your advice. I surely did. I took your advice. So Mark Shield took up residence in my country and live better than the locals. Yes. And that is the reality for a lot of people outside of Jamaica. Because the government has failed the people. You understand? That is the reason why. Yes? But anyway, let me get to this. Let me get to this, ladies and gentlemen.
You know why that is? Because for decades, ma'am,
and you know, they are to believe that since then they remain the same.
Yeah, well, she say on our side again. So maybe the GLP set a tile. It's a one woman over there, but that is also strange and shocking. I don't know, but she says one tile is for all the women. So on their side. So me don't know if more than one over the
That
PLP
is
side.
funny,
Obi?
honey. That's funny. Oh my God, that is funny.
Ladies and gentlemen, them come for Nickeisha Burchell and we come for defend her. Yeah, man, right is right and wrong is wrong. But I want to know if you listen to OB carefully in this response to what Juliet Cuthbert had said. And also Daisy Magazine as well is going to call in. So both of those points I want you to hear. And make sure you follow Colin Bell, you know, Portland Spice TV, you know. Feel me I say? That is it. Let's continue.
Hi, Colin. How you doing?
Me there, brother. Me there.
Listen, you know, the more things change, the more they remain the same. When you listen to nonsense argument, I wonder if Juliet Cuthbert Finn, somebody that so many of us had admired in her athletic career days, you know, when she cupped silver medal for Jamaica and so on. And we had some level of admiration for her. But since then, Juliet, she had basically brought herself to the lowest common denominator. One would remember things that was captured and taped with her, laced with expletive, you know, flagging members of her.
Embarrassing. He needs some milk.
Who remember the tape? Who remember the tape? As a matter of fact, you know, say, me need to ask somebody to send me that tape there. Let's continue.
Her constituency having zero regard and zero respect for the ordinary folk. So maybe because those persons were deemed to be ordinary, she believed that it was okay for her to use all sorts of expletive and class them. But here it is. She believed.
Now, let me tell you something. OB is making an excellent point. And the point is that the selective outrage is because of classism. She selectively has respect for some people. Juliet Cuthbert. She is a type that is a classist. So if you are somebody of what she believes is the upper echelon, she's going to treat you with respect. You understand? But if you are a regular Jamaican, she has no regard. She will curse bad words and go on bad and all of these things. Because she don't see as much, she don't see as anything. So because she reveres the Speaker of the House, as nasty as the Speaker of the House behaves, she reveres her. She believes that everybody else is supposed to treat her with the same reverence, even though she's behaving like a virago, like a super Jezebel, and coming out telling lies on Nickeisha Burchell and talking nonsense. Let's continue.
Believe that Mrs. Holness is a queen in the parliament and she's above criticism. I dare say, Colin, I listened to the clip from colleague Dan Jackson Miller, and you know, Dion operates in mainstream media. She operates within the social media space as all of us does, right? So I have that dual role as well. And I'm saying that I vehemently disagree with Dion Jackson Miller, and I must say to her credit, and I agree with her. She said that when you are in the politics and indeed in media, you have to develop, and I'm paraphrasing a bit here, but the essence of what she's saying, you have to develop a layer of skin. You have to have thick skin and broad back, because
and yes, Dion Jackson Miller, I gave her credit for not misquoting Nickeisha Burchell, because a lot of people have misquoted her. And Dion Jackson Miller did not do that. I just vehemently disagree with her stance that she should apologize and all of this. I think it's nonsense. You get what I'm saying? Really do. But she said some okay things. I just disagree with her. But let's continue. Me not this Dion Jackson Miller. I'm just very disappointed, because I have not heard her demand the Speaker of the House apologize to Dr. Angela Brown-Burke. I haven't heard it. If she said it, I will retract that and apologize. Somebody show me where Dion Jackson Miller said, yes, the Speaker of the House should apologize to Dr. Angela Brown-Burke for speaking to her like she was a dog. Outside! Where was Juliet Cuthbert to stand up and say, no, Madam Speaker. As a woman, that's not how women treat women. You cannot speak to Miss Dr. Angela Brown-Burke in that manner. That is rude and that is out of order. And I have a lot of respect for you, and I expect better from you. Where was Juliet Cuthbert to stand up in the Parliament and say that? Where was she? Nowhere to be found, ladies and gentlemen. Lost in the sauce. Quiet. Had nothing to say. Let's continue.
Because the criticism is going to come at your left, right, and center. And I'm absolutely sure that the member from South St. James was very much, or is very much aware of the lay of the land. But certainly, Colin, what she said is absolutely true. We know that the domain of the house is really that domain of the woman. Right? I'm talking about the woman at home. And what she said is patently correct. The kind of flexing of muscles that one would be doing at your house in terms of controlling your home space. The Parliament is a different space, because nobody come to the Parliament on their own volition. They all were sent there by thousands of votes from their constituents. Right? So they must be accorded the various privilege of basically speaking, making their points, and so on and so forth. So, I mean, this hullabaloo and this, storm in a teacup is absolutely ludicrous, and it is hypocritical at best. As you correctly pointed out, Palin, when Warmington, and then Minister of Government, described my friend and brother, Colin Anthony Shackleford Bell, as chink flies and flee, where is absolutely ludicrous, and it is hypocritical at best. As you correctly pointed out, Palin, when Warmington, and then Minister of Government, described my friend and brother, Colin Anthony Shackleford Bell, as chink flies and flee, where were Juliet Cuthbert et al.? Where were they? Colin?
Yes, man. May I listen to you, man?
Where were they?
I keep warning them in a Obi that anything that happened to one human being can happen to you. I keep warning them, but them not listen. If Juliet Holness have her behavior and her style in Parliament, and somebody characterizes it as Nickeisha Burchell did, what a problem? You don't see her behavior.
Absolutely.
You all don't see the Speaker's behavior in the Parliament.
Apparently not. And you know, Colin, there are two things I'm going to basically just dovetail into one. The behavior of the Speaker of the House. When her behavior is called out, you have people within the Jamaica Labour Party inside the Parliament and their trolls and whoever else come and said, listen, people are belittling the Speaker because she's a woman. The fact of the matter is Violet Nielsen was the Speaker of the House from the People's National Party, the late Violet Nielsen, performed a promo, right? Everybody from both sides of the house will talk about that lady and told you how she marshaled the Parliament. On the other hand, in the upper house, you have one Syringa Marshall Burnett. I remember, you know, as a younger person growing up, she was like the staple when you hear about Syringa Marshall Burnett. You know, it's the dignity and decorum also Violet Nielsen that they brought to the Parliament of Jamaica in terms of the leadership that they provide when they sit at that chair, in that chair as President of the Senate and certainly as Speaker of the House. We can't say that for Mrs. Holness.
Anissa Bell Rose, hold on. Hold on. Anissa Bell Rose, good evening to you. Happy to see you in the chat room, ma'am. Of course, great mind thinks alike. Continue. Obi, hold on.
Now, ladies and gentlemen, the ladies that Obi mentioned, I was not aware of those ladies. You understand what I'm saying? I was not aware of them. And those are excellent points. And I think the point that Obi is making, and by the way, ladies and gentlemen, the pinned comment has the petition for Marvin. If you have not signed it yet, go ahead and sign it. All right. Now, I am saying, ladies and gentlemen, as a woman, you can assert yourself and still maintain your respect in authority. You understand? And, you know, I just want you guys to think about a Senator Mia Mottley, Mrs. Mia Mottley. Think about her being the Speaker of the House. Do you think she would run the House effectively while being respectful? Do you think that a Mia Mottley would be acting and behaving like a Juliet Holness? Right? Mrs. Mottley would be so different. It would be darkness and light, ladies and gentlemen. I'm talking about apples and oranges. If it was a Mia Mottley, not Mia Mottley, Senator Donna Scott Mottley, my apologies. I'm talking about the Prime Minister. Senator Donna Scott Mottley. Can you imagine if Senator Donna Scott Mottley was the one that was actually, you know, the Speaker of the House? What a difference it would be. I just want you to marinate on that possibility right now. How refreshing things would be in the House of Parliament. Nobody on any side could say, oh, Miss Mia Mottley is being biased. There's no way. Nobody on any side could say Miss Mia Mottley is being disrespectful and talking down to people. There's no way. She doesn't carry herself in that way and she's a woman. So not because you're a woman, it means that you can just do anything and get away with it. That is essentially what Juliet Cuthbert is talking about. Because she's the same virago that Juliet Holness is. I see where she going. So she wants Juliet Holness, right? Good night, Ronika. Night and day, not true. She wants Juliet Holness to be Juliet Holness because she wants to be Juliet Cuthbert because they are the same thing. Right? She might even have ambitions. Right? Because she always had ambitions. Even when she had failed. When she was doing tracks. You get me? But it cannot be this way. It cannot be this way, ladies and gentlemen.
I want to walk away from this a little bit. Because this segment here of the program is mine. But I'm sharing it with you this afternoon.
Yes.
When we look at all that is happening, it's under petition, a serious because to be Jamaica.
My friend, leave that thing to do with it. And when they are free.
Compass Go on.
One shame and hang down there. Colin, there is a situation, sometimes all of us that decent, sometimes you do something. You do something and you basically know that you're passing. And you literally hide past the place because Peter Bunting, the member for South Manchester, says shame.
You can name or somebody say where you're from.
A number of us. Business as usual. Yes, Colin.
As I tell you,
hungry dogs making their mock of.
Let cut it out in short time. You need that this is a murder.
James.
The lady. Yes.
Problem. Them don't know.
Yeah, man.
But why would they give us?
Just run it. I am sparging about her. Basically, Homer Davis.
Come send Raleigh a message. Raleigh, hearing him in the background, but he's
To everybody in the chat.
please.
Yeah, good evening.
Hearing him in the background.
So we hear Conrad O'Brien give chime in. Florence, so in Florence, we hear Conrad O'Brien chime in on the situation where Juliet Cuthbert run out for Nickeisha Burchell. But here is Daisy McKenzie, ladies and gentlemen. Listen to this.
But he's not hearing us. Caller, good evening. Go ahead, please.
Yeah, good evening, Colin, and to everybody in the chat. A blessed good evening. A couple of things let me just run through quickly. We need to stop with the selective outrage because Juliet Cuthbert said nothing. Yeah, said nothing when Homer Davis and Senator Sinclair, spoke disparagingly about Nickeisha Burchell a few years ago. She said nothing. Okay, and we cannot be Yes. So since we're talking about Nickeisha Burchell, you'll find a tape and play it where Homer Davis and Sinclair spoke so disparagingly about.
So, for the interest of the reaction, ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to find the tape and play it because she asked us to. Okay? Yeah, man. I'm gonna find the play and tape it. I'm gonna find the tape and play it. Okay? Yeah, man, because context matters, Let us look at the disgraceful behavior of Charles Sinclair Jr. acting as if he always act as if he's a principal man in the parliament, And I was so surprised when I saw this clip. I was very surprised. I never knew he would go in the gutter like this, although he acts as if he doesn't go in the gutter. Listen to this, ladies and gentlemen.
Let's laugh.
And they have a lady that running up and down all over the place. And it's only 3 B's I hear them talking about in respect to the lady. 1 B is that she named Burchell. And that is the good B. But the other 2 B's, and I see them advertise it on their own platform, is round the back and the one round the front. And all of that is a false B. So you have the real deal in Homer Davis. So let me tell you that. Just stick to Homer Davis and you'll have a better constituency. And so I am here as your member of parliament. I am here to tell you that this is not a beauty contest. Because if I'm looking at beauty contest, I think I have one of the most beautiful women. And this is my wife. Right? I have one of the most beautiful women. And everything is natural. 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 And let us understand that.
So, in the name of politics, this man just embarrassed himself and his family and parade his wife around like a piece of meat in front of everybody talking about everything is natural. All in an effort to try and put down Nickeisha Burchell and body shame her. How embarrassing. How embarrassing.
Embarrassing. He needs some milk.
It's a disgrace, ladies and gentlemen. Paulette, how you doing? Bless up yourself. Yes, Paulette, I did not know that Mr. Charles Sinclair dived in the gutter so deep politically. The way how he behaves in the Senate, you would think that he's of any principle. And he's always challenging and point of order and this and that and the third. But he's just a GERMS like the rest of them as far as I'm concerned. And who can spell? Gone over your head. Anyway, moving on. Joanne Jackson, big up yourself, my darling. Karen, how you doing, Karen? Or Karine, it's Karine. How you doing, Karine? Good night to you. I see you there. Yes, guys, please like up the video and share up the video. Don't keep it to yourself. All right? Bless you guys. Let's continue.
About her. Basically body shaming her.
You mean the one on stage in Montego Bay when you said one of some...
Yes, that was one. And Sinclair talked about her 3 Bs. Okay?
Yes.
Those were men speaking disparagingly about this young woman. And Juliet Cuthbert came out and said nothing about it.
Of course, it never matter.
Came out and said nothing about it. So I'm not interested in the selective outrage. And the other thing is this. When Warmington, a minister of government, called you a chink, dog, fee, and fly, where was Juliet Cuthbert to come out and say you cannot speak that way about
They agreed with it.
Jamaican?
They agreed
with him.
They
so
all
miss
agreed
me
with
with
it.
the selective outrage.
Yeah,
yes, they did. And what they're basically saying is that when they call one Jamaican call that, they are calling all Jamaicans that because they are the government.
They tell you that. Say anytime what Warmington said about me is what they are saying about all Jamaicans.
Is exact, and that is why they can buy their votes because they do not see them as having any value beyond $5,000 and a 2-piece KFC. You understand me? That is how they treat them.
Thank you, caller.
And the other thing is, I would love for you to ask
Embarrassing. He needs some milk.
Emotional damage.
Man, oh man. Boy, I tell you, boy. Hey, Daisy Magazine ain't playing, ladies and gentlemen. Let me know what y'all think in the comment section, man. I'm rocking with 100% on this one. It is all fluff. These people are not serious about the stuff that they actually talking about. And yeah, get this video to 1,000 likes. All right, like up the live, share up the live. Derval, big up yourself, my general. Warrior Maroon, Derval in the building. Well, go on. All right, my people. So now, here's so now I really have to. The question I wish I got asked right now, I have to record this by itself. This is one serious question. See? People, listen to that question from Daisy Magazine. Listen to this, to Ralston Hyman. Listen to this question from Daisy Magazine, ladies and gentlemen. From to Ralston Hyman. Listen to this. Very good question.
That is how they treat them.
Thank you, caller.
And the other thing is, I would love for you to ask Ralston for me. The information put out by the misinformation put out by Statin and PIOJ, what impact that will have on them negotiating with multilateral company, financial institutions, because that information is not correct. So how will it impact their negotiations in the future?
I hope Ralston is here. Ralston, you heard that?
Okay.
Yeah, man.
Go ahead and respond. No?
Yeah, man. It will lead to a significant erosion of investor confidence because the timely dissemination of accurate information is of paramount importance to the smooth functioning of markets. So where there is misleading information, it leads to market failure. And that is why it is so important that those institutions are not politically controlled. And that is what we are seeing right now. So all those things will have a negative impact on investor confidence. None of the 3 economic agencies can be trusted. Bank of Jamaica, the Statistical Institute of Jamaica, and the Planning Institute of Jamaica. The data coming from those places cannot be trusted. We see, for example, there was a massive demand.
I'm dead. Emotional damage
is of paramount importance to the smooth functioning of markets. So we're
is not correct. So how will it impact their negotiations in the future?
I hope Ralston is here. Ralston, you heard that?
Okay.
Yeah, man.
Go ahead and respond, no?
Yeah, man. It will lead to a significant erosion of investor confidence because the timely dissemination of accurate information is of paramount importance to the smooth functioning of markets. So where there is misleading information, it leads to market failure. And that is why it is so important that those institutions are not politically controlled. And that is what we are seeing right now. So all those things will have a negative impact on investor confidence. None of the three economic agencies can be trusted. Bank of Jamaica, the Statistical Institute of Jamaica, and the Planning Institute of Jamaica. The data coming from those places cannot be trusted. We see, for example, there was a massive demand-supply overhang in the foreign exchange markets, yet the dollar appreciated. That is but there's excess demand, the price must go up. When there's excess supply, the price must come down. We also see Statin telling us that inflation declined in April based on a 4.3% decline in the value or the prices related to electricity, water, and gasoline when everything went up. And we see Wayne Henry and his minion James Stewart now telling the people that we are not in a recession despite 2 consecutive quarters.
Embarrassing. He needs some milk.
So, we definitely needed to catch that. You know what I mean? Definitely needed to catch that, ladies and gentlemen. Let me go back here. So, welcome to the platform, ladies and gentlemen. Again, it's a brother Bolo VNR. I have to catch this because it was a moment. One calling bell, make sure you go subscribe to the Portland Spice TV platform, guys. Like and share this video so more people can, benefit from the lessons being taught over here on Portland Spice TV. I've learned a lot. Now, Marvin Edgar was on. Right now, I am live. The petition for Marvin Edgar's, good night, Dido. The petition for Marvin Edgar's petition is actually pinned in the comment section right now on Bolo VNR 2.0. If you have not signed it yet, I want to encourage you to do so. And I want to encourage you to hit the like button right now. And if you're watching the replay of this recorded video, the link to that petition will be pinned in the comment section as well. Also, the link to Mr. Rattigan's petition that only needs 5,000, 10,000 signatures. That will be in the pinned in the comment section as well, ladies and gentlemen. So I'm asking you to sign both petitions. Do not donate to Mr. Will Rattigan's petition. Just share the link with other people and instruct them to not donate and also share as well. So we can get as much persons signing the petition. These petitions is for action to the EU, and also the Magnitsky Act from Mr. Will Rattigan. It is a international law that protects citizens from human rights violations, which a lot of that is occurring here in Jamaica, and also corruption, which a lot of that is happening here in Jamaica. Right? I digress. Let's hear the conversation between Colin Bell, the short conversation between Colin Bell and the brother Marvin Edgar, which his name is Marvin Liquefire on TikTok. Let's get it, ladies and gentlemen. Let's go.
Out there, even one would say in our drawing.
I have. He's in the chat room.
I promise I'm not being.
But I want to play this
Senator
before.
Morgan, you know me well. CVM.
I need to play this before I bring in.
But let me tell you
this general. Yeah.
Let me tell you this. If you will just give Claude McKay's poem, Senator Thompson. I don't know if you like poetry. I do. It says, if we must die, let it not be like hogs, hunted and penned in an inglorious spot, while round us bark the mad and hungry dogs, making their mock of our cursed lot. If we must die, oh, let us nobly die, so that our precious blood will not be spent in vain. So even the monsters we defy shall be constrained to honor us, though dead.
Marvin Edgar. Blessings and welcome to Portland Spice TV, my brother. Unmute for me there. You're still on mute, so that is it.
Oh, you can hear me now?
Loud and clear.
All right. Yeah, man. Manners and respect,
welcome
man.
to Portland Spice TV.
It's a pleasure, sir.
I had to play that clip from Donna Scott Motley because I see some people warning you, and they warn me too, telling us to be careful and that and that. Listen, what we are doing is a work, it's not a job. It's a work given to us by the Most High. Marvin, you put out this petition, and that's what I want to talk to you about this evening.
All right.
Why this petition? Why now?
Well, Colin, you know, we are no nonsense people. We have tried regular routes in getting the government to respect us as a people, to talk to us. The extrajudicial killings from police, to listen to the cries of people. We've been begging, we've been asking, nobody's responding. I personally think that there are other persons who could have done more. Talking about the private sector organization. These are the people who pump money into the government. We don't hear from them. Nobody knows nothing. And the people are still dying. I mean, to the tune of over 450 persons within the last 16 months. I am not going to sit down and know that 450 men have been murdered by the Jamaica Constabulary Force. And everybody's quiet. It's only us. And it's not just about the murders. It's everything. For me, it's everything, Colin, because I realize that after 9 days, Jamaica sweep things under the carpet and forget about it. Me now forget about them. I cannot forget them. $3 trillion is still unaccounted for. And I don't hear nobody talking about that. Yeah, nobody not talk about it. That not solved. The Prime Minister's statutory declarations are still not verified. From 2021, we're in 2020 Why are we not talking about it? Why are we beating around the bush and pretending like
I just said it to Obi a while ago that since morning I have been doing some research on leaders whose statutory filing have not been certified in their countries, and we're talking about self-respecting democracy. Democracies that people still have moral standard. Where in the world is this happening presently? Nowhere else. And if it happens, public pressure would come to bear that such a prime minister would have to resign and step aside, and if you can't clear your name forthwith. And therefore, how can a country of people who call themselves Christian and God-fearing people and decent people and honorable and most honorable just sit down while this continue? And that's why I am solidly behind you with this petition, my brother. I have been pushing it from Saturday morning, non-stop, saying to all my listeners and viewers, sign the petition for more than one reason. In fact, what I wrote when I signed on Thursday night, I want to write something different. Because there are so many things that this government has done to the people of Jamaica that the petition need to sign. How has it been going?
Awesome, man. I as a matter of fact, I am very honored to know that within the space of 3.5 days, we have hit the minimum signatures that is needed to pretty much create international attention.
15,000?
We passed 15,000 long time. Long time. Long time. Yes. Yeah, man. Jamaica. Yes. Yes.
Because the government them say if you have 15,000 signatures, they will respond to you.
Yes, and we are over 16,000, well over 16. The last time I checked, we are over
16,554 so far.
Oh, there you go. So the last time I checked, it was about 3 left for it to reach 16,000. So I knew that it would have done it since I last checked. So people are responding, and for me, Colin, I am not satisfied with 16,000 signatures.
No, we need 100.
No, we need 100,000 signatures.
Yes, please.
We have about 36 days left. 36 days left. wherein we need to meet the bigger target of 100,000. Because
Yes.
for me, I don't want no minority, because this is not the minority problem. I want to see if we can get 100,000. I know that we have more than 100,000 Jamaicans that are dissatisfied with everything. Colin, it's everything. The thing that drove the nail in the coffin for me was to have learned that this government still have money from burial.
And
From
poor
burial.
people,
Embarrassing.
That's the wicked thing about this, you know. People sacrifice a $20, $100, a $50. Beryl, from Beryl is 130, 1,000 them are from Beryl.
Colin, people get up in a snow. I have a cousin who live in a Connecticut. When me there Connecticut, then the man they get up from 2 a.m. in a snow, gone to work. Then the man they contribute to the fund. This is a Jamaicans can get what they need. And you're telling me that the Jamaican people have sat down, yeah, and still allow this government to be doing this? Like this, no matter who you are, labor right or not. How can you not be extremely outraged if you know that people still are under tarpaulin? People call me every day calling hungry like dog. I am still making sacrifices. I have cashed out of my investments at a loss. So that Jamaicans can yam. So that Jamaicans can eat. And the government have money sit down there, same way. So, and then the
You know, this is why I'm at a point where I don't respect anybody that is defending the government. Because it's just too much. It is too much Jamaica. Anybody defending the government, I am disgusted at you. If you're gonna, I can't, some of you so bad that I couldn't even have a civil conversation. You know, anger my soul, brother. You know, anger my soul. Some of you in the comment section, I want to talk something like even in the interest to own anger my soul, I have no tolerance for you. If you're coming in my comment section, I'm going to block you. I'm not entertaining none at all. I don't want to know, not even in my virtual space. I don't want to know. On a sick stomach. Real thing. On the comment section, I talk about the girl for this and the girl. The girl is a human being. The police unalive there. And you guys are coming out of the comment section. And that is just an example of how low of a vibration you guys are at as a human being. You don't have no soul. You understand? Me no rate to know. You see me? And people like you make people lose themselves and lose them path from the Lord. Me I tell you that. That's why I don't want to know in my space. Not even my virtual space. You just rub me the wrong way, man. You know, it's nasty and filthy. You know, mind and heart. You know, dirty, man. Evil.
At a loss. So that Jamaicans can yam. So that Jamaicans can eat. And the government have money sit down there, same way. So, and then the insult that these people are adding to the injury is that you have Marlon, Morgan, and the others who are defending it. Defending it.
Emotional.
Just upon if this government had been a government that, you know, all right, our hands were caught in the cookie jar. Let me really apologize. Jamaica, we're sorry. You know, this is the plan, you know, Jamaica, it should have never happened, and we know. But there's no accountability. All we have is a bunch of people who just laugh in our faces. Sit in parliament. I saw them sit down, you know, in the parliament. Move it on from there. Sit down there, Colin. Shut him out. Shut him out.
You know, I thought it was me alone. When you ever watch parliament, you don't feel like you guys would put hands on some of these politicians. When you ever watch parliament, you don't feel like that get out of character and real. You understand? Like real talk. To all them are spit in our face. And I run joke with people life. You never feel like someone that put a hand on them. But just ask one question. I'm not advocate for not putting a hand on nobody. But you don't ever feel like it? Just ask it. Mighty God of Daniel, man. When the PMP they over there talk about some serious thing, you know, where people are go through, you know, and you see them a skin up their go from there, so stop talking. Like a politics them matter when people actually are suffer. I just, you know, yeah. Let me not say much more. Mighty God.
What do you know? These are people, while they are doing that.
September 3rd gone.
Yes. While they are doing that, there are people who are hungry. There are people in West right now when not have no light. Over 7 months, no have no light. No have no water. No have no house. No have no job. There are people who is by the grace of God and God alone.
That the people there.
Yeah. Like, for the love of God, why is it that we as a people are constantly allowing a government to do this? Is that a one thing when they demand them, you know, and is that a one thing or a two thing or a three thing? There's so many reasons for this government to be in prison. And that is why I called out Justice Sykes, Chief Justice Sykes the other day, and he responded in a post. Yeah, man, he responded in that post. Him now, I respond to Marvin, but I called him out as it relates to the extrajudicial killings and the fact that the government up by Hewitt with the scandal of billions of dollars again. Christopher Tufton went from the drill thing. It's like we just keep the disrespect.
I don't know if you're the one that the integrity, the Ministry of Health is refusing to hand over 8 employees' file to the Integrity Commission for investigation.
Man. Yeah, man. Yes, them says a breach of people privacy. Yeah, man, hear them.
What kind of things are happening in Jamaica?
And I promise you that those files are not going to be handed over. I promise you.
You have a Prime Minister who overruled NEPA and forestry. The court say, Prime Minister, to do this, you should feed us with the kind of information that you have. You gave us no information, but you overrule the authorities and ready to mash up the environment. And the Prime Minister is saying that they are going to appeal that ruling.
I mean, this is not the first, second, third, fourth, or fifth thing that the Andrew Holness is appealing. He's always appealing. Always appealing
because he's always losing.
And he's always losing. He's always when the man lose, the man come and paint it as if he won. As if he won. You know, he's telling people that he's no longer under investigation by the Integrity Commission.
Yes. But that's true, you know. That's true. He's
well,
not
technically.
Under investigation by the Integrity Commission. He should be under investigation by the police, but him put him friend there. So him friend start the investigation, and furthermore him carry to court to basically put pause on everything. And I am saying to the Prime Minister, if your statutory filing for 4 years are not certified and cannot be certified, and you can't sort it out in short time, you need to step aside. Step aside. That's one of the reasons why I'm signing this petition.
I was just about to tell you.
No way that Xavier Main should be taking the government to court because of his statutory filing as well, and sitting in the parliament, or still be minister or junior minister in the Ministry of Finance. We don't need to step away from a cabinet position, continue as member of parliament, because the people put you there. But these high office that you don't have, where statutory filing not up to scratch, you must walk away when you sort out your forward.
Yeah, man. Yeah, man. And I guess having said all that we have said, are the many reasons why this petition was created. This petition was created because I need accountability. And if you notice the names that are listed there are particular regarding
why you didn't have the Speaker of the House in it?
No, man, because the ultimate goal is to have the entire parliament be dissolved. If I was supposed to add everybody's name, it would take up the entire petition.
All right.
Because I know 1 or 2 people. But these main characters, they're all responsible for the unaliving of over 450 Jamaicans within the past 16 months. The DPP has kept quiet. They should have files on their desk. And based on what my understanding, when I went to IProbe, is that Indicom don't have any power to arrest. Indicom can only investigate, then turn it over to IProbe. Right. IProbe now turn it over to DPP. to the DPP. And just like how the police, the Prime Minister and his team have kept the donations from the people from 2024. It's the same thing the DPP has done from Paula Llewellyn till right now. These people have 64 police on murder charge, and not one of them in a jail. Not one of them in a prison. 64, Colin.
Yes.
We cannot continue like this. The country needs to be cleaned up. I have had enough. Colin and a little people, yeah, water there on my shoulder. When time I grow on them, man and woman, big man a ball. So my nephew are innocent. Colin, there's so much obvious murders, and we cannot sit down. We cannot sit down as a nation and be comfortable with that.
I said this to you finally. I saw Mark Shields' response to you and saying that you can't call it murder. Mark Shields, what rubbish. When the
God, Mark Shields. What? That's what Mark Shields said? You can't call what we saw murder on the video? You mean the murder we committed on the video we can't call murder? What nonsense. What? Oh my God. Whose man's is this, bro? Oh my God.
What the hell? Oh my God. No way. What can go so?
Finally, I saw Mark Shields' response to you and saying that you can't call it murder. Mark Shields, what rubbish. When the police charge a man for murder, the man is not found guilty. It's only the court can find you guilty. But it is in the opinion of the police that this is a murder. So there's nothing wrong if Marvin Edgar said this is murder. It is in his opinion. What you talking about, Mark Shields? And when we see these things, we have to call them out, my brother. And I say to you, continue to do what you are doing. Be strong. Just develop a relationship with the Most High God. And so once you have that relationship,
that did a long time, Colin.
Jed,
Colin, that did a long time. That did a long time.
Die, let us die like men and not like hogs. Hunted. Yeah?
Yes.
Bless up, my brother.
Yeah, man. Thank you.
Anything you want to say final to the listeners before you go?
I mean, I just want us to put aside colors. I just want us to put aside colors. It's time for Jamaica to stand together as a unit. We have two Jamaica. We have Jamaica where the law only works for the rich and works against the poor. And we cannot continue to live like this. I am ready to unite the country. Thank you to all the persons who have signed. Big up yourself, Colin. And make sure you big up Ralston. I want to because Ralston.
Am I hearing right now?
Rally, me and you need to talk. We need to talk.
All right, yeah, man.
Big up yourself, Rally. Yeah, man, love. Yeah, man, you deserve. You will be finance minister until God come. Enough respect.
All right,
the finance minister must have him beside him as an advisor.
Yeah, we just want to drive in that crypto because we have to drive over there.
Excellent interview with Marvin. Again, ladies and gentlemen, I encourage you, if you have not already, please go ahead and subscribe to, follow Marvin on TikTok, Marvin Littlefire on TikTok, so you can get the petition. It's on his page. It's in the description of his page. It's in the bio of his page. All right. Yeah, man. Mark Shields needs to go sit down, man. I'm not interested to cover anything more. What's up, Saturday? I'm not interested in covering anything more from Mark Shields, to be quite honest with you. Him totally exposed as he's an agent. He's an agent for the elites as far as I'm concerned. All right, that's where I'm at with him. I don't get how he can say the things he's saying. You understand? What I'm about to say now would be controversial, but what if what happened in the video was his wife? What if it was his wife that was stopped by the police and the police unalived her in that manner? Would he think it's murder then? Would he think it's murder then if it happened to his child, if he has one? Would he think it's murder then? Would he say to Marvin Edgar, no, but you can't call it murder Would he say that? That would be my question to him. You understand? That would be my question. Would you say that it's murder at that point? I'm telling you, but sign the petition, guys. I am so happy that it has gone over the minimum, but we still need to get it to 100,000, and we need to get Mr. Will Rattigan's petition to the minimum 10,000 now. All right? Yes. As a matter of fact, please remember to like and share this video. Let me see. Let me see if we can find the petition link. See, when I click on the link, okay, wonderful. Now it's showing me the accurate amount. Amazing. So we can show no what I go on then. Can show no what I go on, ladies and gentlemen. So let me share my screen. So guys, see petition here. 17,793 signatures. We still need 82,207 more, 36 days left. I believe with the 17,000 persons that have shared it already, if you share it with 5 people and the 5 people sign it, 17,700, well, 17,800, this will reach 800. Let us do the math. Let us do the math. Where's my calculator? I need my calculator always ready, you know. So let me just open it and pin it here, so. On the board here, so, cause I always do my maths. Then if 17,800 people share this petition now with 5 people, right? That's an average of 89. That's 89,000 persons. Say for instance, 10% of this 89,000 should actually sign. That's a further 8,900. Right? 10% of that is 8,900. 8,900 plus 17,800. How much that is going to be? I'm showing you how fast this thing can sign, you know. That's 26,000. If the 26,000 shared with 5 new people again, how much is that? Just 5, you know. A simple WhatsApp share. That's 133,000 people. Divide that by 10. That's 13,000. Divide that by 10. That's 13,000. Hold on. 13,350. Right? That'll be 13,350 plus 8,900. What's that? Plus 17,800. Yeah. That would be 40,000. Then the 40,000 can go so and share it with 5 more people again. 40,000 people. There you go. 40,050 people. That's all? I don't know. Is that what it is? Yeah, 40,050 people. 40,050 people. Share it with 5 people. My gun left it. 40,000 times 5. That's a 200,000 people. 10% at 200,000. That's 20,000. So 20,000 more people upon the 40,000 would be 60,000. Jamaica, we can do this in 1 week, you know. Yeah, man, the petition that can done in 1 week, man. In our next 7 days, let's intensify our efforts. Well, curious, everybody that has signed the petition already, I want you to make it your duty to continue to share the petition. Not because you sign it. Don't get complacent. Share the petition. Be an advocate for change. Right? Don't get comfortable. Let's push it to the limit, ladies and gentlemen. Let's push it to the limit. Alright? Alright. Let's push it to the limit. Alright, let me see what I go on there now upon the news. Before me, what is? Wavelines? What? Wave General. Do some work in a place. I do some painting. Alright. Alright, I which part this? Clean off wall first before I'm paint it. And so you can preserve. Big up Waveline. You know, I'm very proud of Wavelines though. I don't know about only, you know, but didn't the Wavelines do very well for himself, ladies and gentlemen? In his first sectorial debate, I think he did very well. Very, very well. So now I lay some posts and I build up some fencing. Alright. No. Hard at work. You know, countryman style. You see, pray. Yeah, man. Man, hard at work, man. And this is a cemetery. So them are building fencing around it. Nice, 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 nice. That is nice. That is nice. That is nice. Yeah, that is nice. That is nice. That is nice. I'm very proud of Wavelines, guys. I don't know about Uno, but I'm very proud of Wavelines. Very proud of Wavelines. Very, very proud. Denton Smith. The silence is deafening. Denton Smith always do some good article per hour today, you know. Always do some good article per hour today. Always. See what I go on there, so now. I don't want to go catch no crazy stuff. I guess today is quiet because Jamaica. I hope there's nobody that lost their life today. Usually on a holiday, guys. What's up, Vivian? Janet, how you doing? North Clarendon in the building, alright? Oh, you're talking about Wavelines. Okay, I hear MP that. Okay. Usually on a holiday, you know, we hear all type of bad story. People go to the beach and then they go drown on one bag or something. Oh my God, I don't want to hear it this holiday. I really hope nobody lost their life today in Jamaica. Honestly. We can't take no more. Too much funeral, brother. If I know the police them or some accident, I saw a video of a man in a Senton. A Facebook me see it and it said pineapple, right? And the car lit down the man. Me said the man fly about 6 feet. Nickeisha, big up. The man fly about 6 feet. Me said, Jesus, dash where the man over so you know, man. Dash where the man in Andrea Lorraine. Brown security, where you deal with? They say, higher Clarendon that? Okay. St. Elizabeth man pleads guilty. But ganja, these are some pictures in the Gleaner. Mark Golin and Andrew Holness. Watch him. I really hypocrite him, you know. I smile like saying like Mark Golin, you know. And everything good, you know. Mighty God. Hey, me tell you, say, if we had the ability to read people's mind, trust me, it would be something else. Eh? It would be something else. The Congressional Black Caucus urges Trump administration to end Cuba oil blockade. Guys, what do you think is going to happen? I think Trump will eventually have to end the Cuba oil blockade. You know? I think too much is happening with the thing that is going on in Iran, where him have got to speak in battle and allow Cuba alone. You know? I think it's going to boil down to that. You know? I really think it's going to boil down to that. What is this? Melissa damaged Lewistown Early Childhood Institution. Gets Labor Day restoration. Okay. Who is this? I think say, let me see what I go on as a Jamaica. Can't do take your music, you know, so, you know. I can make it. I know that I can stand. And no matter what may come my way, my life is in your hands. Jesus, I tell you.
So, what's up?
All right, just how are you?
Trisha Williamson, Chairman of the Early Childhood Commission, quite pleased that the National Project for Labour Day 2026 is an early childhood institution. Not just any early childhood institution. An early childhood institution is certified, 12 standards, as you can see, was damaged by the hurricane. And to have Labour Day project here, it means a lot. It reinforces the importance placed on the foundation, which is early years. And I'm delighted to be joined by our State Minister in the Ministry of Education, Youth, Skills and Information. Honourable Minister, thank you so much.
Thank you for being here. Good morning, Jamaica. This is Rhoda Moore Crawford, the Minister of State in the Ministry of Education, Skills, Youth and Information. And like our chairman just mentioned, I am delighted that this early childhood institution has been selected as one of the 2 National Labour Day projects for 2026. Yes. As a ministry, we're beyond thankful. Words can't express how happy we are because, as you know, Hurricane Melissa destroyed quite a number of our schools, and even as we are here in St. Elizabeth at the Lewistown Basic School, our senior minister, our permanent secretary, our regional team, they're all over Jamaica at various schools doing Labour Day project. And this project here today is a perfect example of a multi-ministry approach. We have the Ministry of Culture, Gender, Entertainment of Sports, the Ministry of Local Government and Community Development, the Ministry of Labour and Social Security, and of course the Office of the Prime Minister. Residents, community members, the military, the police, everyone is here ready to give a hand so that we can have all smiles on the children's faces. This is why we do Labour Day, and this is why we love to serve Jamaica. So those who have not yet identified a project, it's still early. Get into your community, get involved. Happy Labour Day 2026.
I wish part of St. Elizabeth that. Me happy for kids them, you know. Which part of St. Elizabeth that though? That's what I would love to know. I want MP for the People's National Party there in St. Elizabeth. Community police joined forces to restore Geisel Basic School. Amazing. Love that. Love that. I like the focus on the school then. I like the focus on the schools. It is quite necessary. I think hospitals should be a part of Labour Day focus as well. Those institutions that serve the people, you know, health and education. Yeah, I believe that Freedom, how you doing, Freedom? Freedom say I'm behind on your live, but just wanted to say Cuthbert point is invalid because she has suggested that one can't be criticized if she's a woman, and she can't be called out as a bully if it's a woman. She's an idiot. Absolutely, my brother. Guys, if you have not yet hit the like button, please do so. Thank you so kindly. PWSL lie, you're telling. Early childhood is my area and no work went on there. What you mean? PW, what you mean? I lie, she tell. They didn't see people that do work. I wish lie she tell. Would I really want you call in and tell me what you talk about? It must be the green part. When you say a green part of St. Elizabeth, then do you work there, so? Hey! Politics again. Iris Williams. Is the same question I was going to ask Mr. Shield. What if his wife was the one that was unalive? I would like to sign to Mr. Rattigan, but I don't get any link. Okay, let me send the link in the chat right now for you. Alright? I'm going to send it right now. Anybody that has not gotten the link to the on YouTube, that's on YouTube. For the persons on TikTok, I'm not speaking to you. You have to go to Marvin Edgar's page to get the link, right, to his petition, right? You can come to my page too, you know, because I have it there, but you're on TikTok already and it's easy. And I'm asking you guys on TikTok to subscribe to my YouTube channel The link is in the bio. All right, so let me get this for the lady in the chat or anybody else that is interested to sign the petition right now. Let me get it here. So I'm dropping the first link. The first link I'm dropping, that is the Magnitsky Act. All right? There it is. I'm going to pin it, by the way. Let me pin that comment because I already pinned Marvin Eggers one. So let me pin the Magnitsky Act for you. So there it is. That's the Magnitsky Act, ladies and gentlemen. Donna Richard said, I just signed it, Bolo, and I'm going to share it. Awesome. That's amazing. Keep that energy going, guys. Keep that energy going. Keep that energy going. All right? All right. I'm going to drop Marvin's link as well. So I pinned Mr. Will Rattigan's link. I'm going to pin it over by Bolo VNR clips as well. So let me go over to Bolo VNR clips so you guys can have it as well. I'm going to pin it over there. And shout out to all of my new subs over by Bolo VNR clips. The word is love. Big up on yourself. Thank you so much for your continued support. Yeah. So this is, I just dropped the link for the Magnitsky Act and I pinned it. I'm going to drop the link for Marvin about 3 times. So both links are dropped over by Bolo VNR clips. Alright? I hope that you guys signed it. You shared it on your Facebook. Guys, that's another thing. If you share it on your Facebook, what you can do is pin the link at the top of your Facebook. Miss Iris says, oh yeah, I read that question already. PW, you have to call me in a PW. Let me get the WhatsApp number if you don't have it already. Call me and tell me what you mean by your comment that you just dropped a while ago. There's the number. Call me and tell me what you mean, PW. I mean, more have to know what you actually mean by that. What you actually mean by that. TikTok will not go on good enough. Me soon drop 32,000 likes for the TikTok. Will not go on good, man. Not go on good. Alright, let me see what else is going on. I signed the Magnitsky Act long ago. They need 10,000 signatures. Yes. So right now, so let me see where it is. Let me see where the Magnitsky Act is. Go to the site. Alright, so we only have 4,280 persons that have signed the Magnitsky Act. We need to change that, ladies and gentlemen. So the link that is pinned, you guys are see, as a matter of fact. Let me do it. So ladies and gentlemen, let me show you how you sign the Magnitsky Act, alright? So when you click the link to the Magnitsky Act, we need 10,000 signatures. You put your first name, mercy. You put your first name, you put your last name, and you put your email. And then you press sign. First name, last name, email, then you sign. It's going to take you to another page where it's going to ask you to donate. Do not donate. Alright? Do not donate. Share it instead. Share it instead. We need 10,000 signatures. I want the same energy you guys have given to Marvin's petition to the Magnitsky Act. If you look up what the Magnitsky Act is, it is an international law, right? Used to challenge corruption and human rights violation. In this instance, Mr. Will Rattigan wants to use it to challenge the corruption in Jamaica and the human rights violations in Jamaica. Alright? And we are seeing many of that from the legislators, right? From the government side. We're seeing many of that from statements that they have made, the directives that they have given, right? Things that they have supported. And it's time for us to stand up for ourselves. And we don't have to go out in the street and burn tires. The battle is in the pen and the paper, ladies and gentlemen. Get with the program. Sign the Magnitsky Act. Alright? The link is always in my bio of my YouTube videos. It is in my bio. It is in the the description of the YouTube videos. It is right there at the top, ladies and gentlemen. Go and sign it so we can get 10,000. After looking at the petition from Marvin, see there, it is clear that 17,000 people want change. I want those same 17,000 people to sign the Magnitsky Act. So Mr. Will Rattigan can use it so we can get to attack the government on two different fronts. From Marvin's petition and also this one. Okay? So I'm encouraging, I'm imploring, I'm beseeching you guys, right? In this wave of seriousness. Unfortunately, it took a young lady's life to be lost, right? Lataya Buju Bolgin, Miss Lataya Buju Bolgin, it took her life being taken, being stripped from her family and from society for us to get serious. It's unfortunate, but let us not let her sacrifice go in vain. Sign this petition right now. Sign both petitions. Alright? That is it. Wonderful. So I'm going to put that out there for my TikTok and I'm going to put it everywhere. It's a 3-minute video, so it can be as short, it's easy to put up. So I'm going to post that up. Alright? People, I appreciate the love and the support of each and every one of you that came through. And of course, I'll be on later on again around 11 p.m. Alright? Or maybe 11:30 because on 9 o'clock now. I didn't realize it's so late. So we have to space it out. So see you guys then. Alright? God bless you. And that's on YouTube. TikTok. And I've got to come over to YouTube. Make sure you subscribe to the YouTube channel. The link is in the bio. Sooner or later,